Bismillah, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh everyone. Okay, Alhamdulillahirrahmanirrahim. Maybe in this video I will present my landing page of Market Chaps. Market Chaps is it's a website for selling the caps. Okay. I in this code I only use HTML, JavaScript, and CSS. Okay, and then inshallah we will focus on responsive design and dark mode feature. Okay, the first and foremost, maybe I want to open live server. Okay, nah, nice. Sorry bro, I'm getting cough right now. Okay, and then uh, I will inspect. Okay, the first we will see how this website can adapt into various screen or various size like this. It's it's for normal size desktop size like this. Okay, can pay attention. And then if we adjust the size into a tablet size, uh, it will like this. You can see this H1. This is H1 if I'm not mistaken. Hero section, hero text H1. Okay, this is bold and this is lighter, bold lighter. Okay, and then uh, it's like this. It becomes like this. Then okay, you can see the cards. Okay, okay, there are difference. All right, and then uh, let's see the navbar. Navbar also only like this. From from normal size into this, only like this. But you can see the picture or the image and the text over this from this from this screen into like this. All right, okay, there's difference. It's called responsive website. Okay, okay, and then maybe I'll explain you about this HTML. Why do I use header? Why do I use header and then nav, main section, and the last footer? Why don't I use only div? Actually, I can use div. I can use this div into like header section. I can change the tag into a div. But why do I use header, nav, main section? Why do I use a various tags? Why? Okay, in this case, it's called semantic HTML tag. Okay, this is called semantic HTML tag. Header, nav, section, main as well, and footer. It's called semantic HTML tag. And then, what is semantic? Semantic means choosing tag that describes the meaning and the purpose of the content inside. It's like when I use header. Uh, header. If we don't use header, if we only use div over here, we cannot see if it's header or not, if inside of this navbar or not. But if we use header, we can introduce, we can know it's exactly navbar. Okay, and then main, it's exactly the content inside. And then this is the special content section. Okay, and then this is footer. Footer is for like this, for like copyright and etc. Okay, like that. And then semantic HTML also help to be help us, or help search engines like Google, etc., to understand the structure of HTML, structure of the page of website. Okay, and then accessibility. Okay, accessibility. If there is a user uh, that use that uses screen reader, the user okay, semantic HTML can navigate this page this page easier. And then I will explain you about Flexbox and Grid. Okay, maybe I will explain you on in this case CSS. Okay, this is Flexbox. For arranging the element, I use two methods of modern CSS layout, which is Flexbox and Grid. Okay, I'll explain you Flexbox. For this is for navbar, if I'm not mistaken. Oh yeah, it is for navbar, and it's also for navbar. Oh yeah, it's also for navbar, content for navbar. Okay. Oh sorry. What does it mean? What does it mean? What does it mean? It's for activating the Flexbox. And what does it mean? It's for it's like put logo, uh, put this logo on left side, and then put this navbar on right side. Like this. Okay, it's one and two, and then also navbar. I use this Flexbox on navbar also. Why do I use it? It's for Flexbox again, and then gap uh, for giving gap. Yeah, giving gap every button like this. Uh, there is gap. As you can see, okay, it's 1.5 rem. Okay, nice. So Flexbox is using for navbar because the layout is one dimension. It's only arranging one line on or one row. It can arrange your navigation element. It's like feature, price, and dark mode. Okay, in one line efficiently. So moving on to the grid feature. Okay, this is I only use grid feature on this section. I'll show you the CSS code. This one. So grid, display grid. Recently, when I explain you Flexbox, this is become display flex in grid. Okay, I only use display grid. It's for activating grid. And then I also use this one, grid template columns, min max, auto fit min max 300 pixel, 1 fr I mean, gap 1.5 rem. So I will explain you. Grid is using, or we use grid. It's for section, this section, feature current section, because the layout is only two dimension, so only row and columns. What does it mean? So what does it mean? It is a key for responsive, like this. Key for being like this. Okay. So if we don't use this one, it will be like okay, maybe I will deactivate. It will be like this. If we don't use justify item, it will be like this, right? So it's very important. Uh, it's very important uh, power, and also uh, it means uh, every column must have the width minimal 300 pixel, and it's out of it also there is available space like this, uh, available space. It will fill the gap or the blank space. Okay, and then I will show you the media queries. Where is media? This one, media queries. It's for responsivity. Okay, it means if the content, if the screen, uh, the max width of the screens is 992 or 992 pixel, it will be just on this CSS like this, uh, smaller than 992 pixel. uh, you can see the H1. Okay, and then also it's also as well if it's smaller than 600 pixel, it will be like this. So it's for responsivity. And maybe the last is I will show you how dark mode uh, run. I use JavaScript. Okay, tombol mode is ID from this button, and then dark mode. I change the variable into dark, and then this click function. If I click this, it will at even listener, it will change the CSS into dark mode. Okay, maybe we are looking for dark mode. Nah, this is dark mode CSS. It will change into this CSS. Okay, as you can see. All right. Maybe that's all for me. Sorry for for all my mistakes, because I'm getting sick right now. Okay, thank you very much. Assalamualaikum.